All right, what's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel, Too Easy Sports Betting. I'm Trice Too Easy, guys. If you're new here, hit the subscribe button. If you've been here, give me a thumbs up, leave a comment. Helps me, my video, and my channel a lot. And lastly, if you would like to join my sports betting communities, it's one of the best sports betting discords there is. It is very active. We in there all day, every day, chatting, cooking up plays, and having a good time talking about sports and watching sports. It will be in the pinned comment and in the description of my video. Come join us. $5 measly ass. You can join us in the best sports betting community there is. Okay, no review for yesterday. It was college basketball. I don't really bet it that much. I did play it yesterday. I think I went down a couple units. I just needed to bet something. But college basketball is not what I do. So we're going to it's a loss. Two units down. Let's get into the player props for football, and then we'll review. We got the Broncos and the Chargers. Should be an interesting game. I'm actually excited to watch it. Full basketball slate, so we'll talk about that. We'll do the player props first, and we'll do the each game review for those. I'm going to get y'all out of here, and we're going to be profitable today, and I can't wait. So without further ado, let's go ahead and jump right into the player props for football, since there's only one game. Before I do that, guys, sponsor my video, besides Outlier, which you guys already know, is Bet Any Sports Offshore Sportsbook. Phenomenal sportsbook to have in your arsenal. If you're in somewhere where sports betting is illegal, or you want some really good line odds, or you're just in a place where you have to use a bookie or drive across state lines, you can just get on this website and bet, just like having ESPN Bet or FanDuel. It's just like having a recreational sports book. You don't have to worry or deal with the bullshit no more. Okay, guys? So, anyways, that's that. Let's talk about the props. And I'm going to be honest, guys, when you have, so some of you may not know this, but anytime you have two really good teams, two really good defenses, two teams that are pretty even in skill, it should be a competitive game. When that happens, you have to just default back to the star players, because that's what the teams are going to do. Nothing's working. Get the ball to Cortland Sutton. Nothing's working. Get the ball to Ladd McConkey. That's just that. There's the only options when you have two really good defenses and it's going to be a competitive game. You don't have anything else you can do. You have to go to the star players. So keeping it simple, Cortland Sutton over 60 yards and Ladd McConkey over 60 yards. It's just a simple, logical play. 2024, Cortland Sutton has a 57% hit rate. Head-to-head, 50% hit rate. So it's a coin flip. But if you look, last 10 guys, he started to heat up. Last 5, he has an 80% hit rate. This bad game versus the Colts, I'm going to call it an outlier because it was just weird. They blew him out, but it was weird. But, I mean, you got KC, Atlanta, the Raiders, and the Browns, and he had great games. And if you look at Ladd McConkey, I mean, for the year, 62%, but last 10, I mean, my God, 80% hit rate. Last 5, 100% hit rate. So, I got this at 49. It should say 59. I'm sorry. Let me fix that. 60% hit rate over the last 5 and 60% hit rate over 10. In 2024, he's got a 46%, but he's their wide receiver 1. And listen, I don't know anyone else they can throw to. So it's either going to be a massive under game or these two players go over. I'm going to rely on them to make a couple big plays because they have to in these type of situations. In these situations, it's very good. We have two really solid defenses, two teams pretty even in skill. You just need to go to the default to the stars. So I'm on Ladd and Cortland to just go over their yards. Now let's actually get in here and talk about the game itself. And I will say, guys, I'm on the Broncos money line at plus 130. Guys, the Chargers have not looked great lately, at all. If you actually, been trailing and watching these games, they got blew out by the Buccaneers. First of all, the Chargers are pretty injured and they lost their star running back, J.K. Dobbs. So Dobbs is gone. Dobbs is not in. They can't seem to run the ball, and they don't have the greatest passing attack, guys. They have Ladd, but they really don't have like a crazy superstar receiving core. Ladd's becoming one, but he's not there yet. The Chargers lost to the Bucs 17-40. They lost to the Chiefs by 2. They barely beat a struggling Falcons team. They lost to the Ravens. Lately, they're just not playing very good ball. And anytime they've seen a good defense, which they haven't seen many, but they saw the Chiefs twice and lost twice. They saw the Steelers and got absolutely murdered. They saw the Ravens and lost by 7. I don't think that they can handle a very physical, tough team. They did beat the Broncos by a touchdown, 16-23, in a very low scoring game the last time these guys saw each other. But that was a completely different Broncos team. That was back October 13th. That was over 2 months ago, guys. That was at a time where the Broncos offense was not clicking. I have been saying it all year. If the Broncos offense could figure it out, they'll be one of the best teams in the league. That offense is coming alive, and you guys see them, and they've been playing some really good ball and winning some tough games. They beat the Browns. They blew out the Colts. They blew out the Raiders. They blew out the Falcons. They lost to the Chiefs by just 2. They blew out the Panthers. They blew out the Saints. And these are blowouts. These are not like 2, 3. These are double-digit wins. They've been beating pretty much everyone since around October the 17th. And that's around the time when things started to click, and suddenly Cortland Sutton has been getting the ball and things have started to click for them. So, I mean, they're blowing everybody out right now. They look like one of the best teams in the league, in my opinion. And I mean, coming off a Chiefs loss by 2, then blowing out the Falcons, blowing out the Raiders, blowing out the Browns, and blowing out the Colts. Versus a Chargers team who just lost 40-17 versus the fucking Bucks, and there's no way I'm not on the Broncos here. I think they are a better team. I think they have a better quarterback. I think they have a better star receiver. I think they have better running back options right now, and I think they have a much better defense. It's everything points to the Broncos. I'm not going to overcomplicate it. They are a better team currently. I'm on the Broncos. My full plays are Broncos money line, Lab McConkey, and Cortland Sutton, 60+ receiving yards. That is just where I have to be at. I think the Broncos are a better team. Okay, guys. Anyways, let's get it. In fact, I think the Broncos are one of the best teams in the league right now, playing football-wise, and I'm being dead serious. Bo Nick needs to get it together a little bit more, but I think they're one of the best teams in the league. That's just the truth. I think they're top 7 for me. Anyways, let's go back to the props and check out some basketball. There's a lot of basketball tonight. We're going to start with the props. Not going to go too in-depth because I want to talk about each game. But yeah, let's get into it. First prop I'm on. Mikal Bridges over 21.5 points, rebounds, and assists. Got it at plus money, guys. So over the season, he has a 69% hit rate on this. Now, he's versus a team in the Timberwolves who is 28th in points allowed and 28th in rebounds versus the forward position. And you're getting him at plus money on a line that he's hit 69% of the time. And head-to-head, he's hit it twice. To me, this doesn't really make any sense. I'm not sure what's going on here. Maybe he's injured. Maybe he's not playing. I'm not sure. Maybe he gets ruled out or some fugazi shit happens. But there's no world where the line should be priced like this. I'm on Mikal Bridges to go over his points, rebounds, and assist line. Next. Oh, I think it did. Okay. I'm about to say, I think outlier. Hold on. Let me refresh all these. Okay. Next, Jordan Poole, under 31.5 points, rebounds, and assists. So, the Hornets are actually bad versus the shooting guard position. They're really not good, and shooting guards tend to pop off on them. However, Jordan Poole doesn't do well versus the Hornets ever. I don't know why. I'm sorry. I apologize. What the fuck am I trying to say here? Jordan Poole, I'm on his under. This is why I'm getting confused. I'm on his under 31.5, right? There we go. That's why I'm confused, because I'm on his fucking under. Here's what I'm trying to say. Sorry, guys. Scratch everything I just said. The Hornets are extremely dominant versus the shooting guard position. Jordan Poole has gone under 68% of the time this season anyways, and you can get his under 31.5, which 4 times versus the Hornets he's hit. I don't know if it's priced this way, maybe because LaMelo, I believe, is still out. I'm really not sure why we're getting such a good price on such a good bet here. Same with Mikal. Like, this is a great bet. I mean, hell, these bets are excellent. And then Jordan Poole, under 31.5 PRA versus a team who locks down the fucking guard position, and you have head-to-head. He's not hit it before, and he's hitting it at a 68% hit rate on the season anyway. So I'm not sure why I'm finding such good value with these two, but I will happily take them, okay? Next, Max Christie for the Lakers, under 13.5. So this is, again, guys, just a weird spot where I don't know what's going on. He's got a 76% hit rate on the season, so he's constantly going under anyways. And then if you look at the head-to-head, guys, he's only hit he's never even came close, and he's not come close at all this season either. I don't know. I don't know if I'm seeing some shit wrong. I don't know what it is, but these 3 plays are fucking nuts. These first 3, I was like, oh my God, these are just jackpots. So I love those 3. I think they're excellent props tonight. Next, you got Ben Simmons. I'm on his under 22.5 points, rebounds, and assists. Again, it's just a play I think it hit. I mean, last time we saw him, he had 10, whatever. Over the season, he's got a 75% hit rate. Now, I will say that the Raptors, they do allow a lot of points and rebounds versus the point guard. They do. They're one of the worst in the league at it. But they lock up the assists a lot, which are a big part of what he does. 12 assists, 11 assists, 9 assists. The times he hit it, he has a bunch of assists. They don't allow any assists to the point guard. They lock that mother. You either going to have to shoot it or get a board or dish it off way early because you're not getting an assist versus them as a point guard. So 75% hit rate. Hasn't hit it the one time he did see him. There's no fucking way. Again, it's just jackpot. And then lastly, we got KCP, Kentavious Caldwell Pope, under 13.5 points, rebounds, and assists. Another one where you got a 74% hit rate on the season, and head to head, he's only gone over this once versus the Thunder. So again, like, and if you look, guys, they are number 1 in points allowed, 6th in rebounds allowed, and 2nd in assists versus the shooting guard. So again, like, you have all the 3 things you want to see. They're good versus his position. He's not hit it on the season, and head to head, he's not hit it more than he has as well. So I think these 5 player props are excellent. They're what I'm on tonight. I love these plays. Like, I don't know. There's so much value. Anytime you get a big slate, you can narrow it down and find really good value. And I just found 5 really, really good props for the NBA tonight. That's all. Okay, guys. Anyway, let's get into the slate and actually talk about each game. And then I'll get you guys out of here, show you all my final plays, and we go about our day. All right. So first game on the list, guys, we got the Jazz and we have the Pistons. So for this one, guys, I decided to fade it. I almost took a stab with the Jazz at plus 155 just because I felt like, hey, maybe they could squeak a win out here. But I decided to just fade. In my opinion, guys, these teams are just really even. So I don't know how you pick a side. Do I think the Pistons win? Yes, but I think the line is perfect. I'd put it at 4 or 5. If I was making a line and I was a bookie, I'd put it at 4 or 5. So I just think the line's perfect. I think it's priced perfectly. There's no value, and I think it truthfully could go either way. Wouldn't be mad at you if you took a stab with the Jazz, but the Pistons have shown they can ball from time to time. They've also shown they can be the worst team in the league. Same with the Jazz. It's just a fade. I can't pick a side. Thunder and the Magic. This was tough. I wanted so badly to take the Magic. I think this is a time where I'm going to regret not taking the plus 6.5. Especially after how poorly the Thunder played on the championship cup day. They looked awful. I mean, they got blown the fuck out by them Bucks. And the Magic have balled all year and they've been profitable all year. I think the teams are pretty close in skill. It's tough not to take the Magic here, guys. It's very difficult to not take Magic plus 6. But I'm not gonna let that one bad cup performance take away from what we have seen all season, and that's the Thunder be very dominant. So I could lean either way here. Wouldn't be mad at you if you took the Thunder. Wouldn't be mad at you if you took the Magic. It's a fade for me. Next, Hornets and the Wizards. Guys, I am all over the Wizards. Wait. I'm sorry. I messed this up. Give me 1 second. I'm on the Wizards for plus money. Why does it say Hornets minus 3.5? Give me a sec. Let me make sure I got my notes right here. I think I fucked this up. I thought I was on the Wizards at plus. I was going to, but then I ended up going with the Hornets. Okay, let me rephrase it. So originally I was going to take a stab with the Wizards at plus 145 because if there is a team that they could beat in the league, I think it would be the Hornets, right? I mean, they've only got 3 wins on the season. So I was like, well, so originally my notes were I should play the Wizards at plus 145 and take a stab at it. That said, I ended up defaulting to the Hornets at minus 3.5 because I thought it was just too fair of a line versus basically the absolute worst team in basketball. The Wizards are by far the worst team in the league, and the Hornets are capable of just scoring and scoring and scoring. And when you have a team who can't keep up with you at all in any way, shape, or form, I don't know how the Wizards could get a win. I was trying really hard to take a stab at them because if there is a team they beat, they probably do beat the Hornets. But when I saw the 3.5, I had to take it. I think I made the right choice because now it's at 4.5, and I wouldn't be surprised if it ends up going to damn near 5.5. It went from 3.5 to 4.5 already. So I like where I got it locked in at. I got the Hornets at minus 3.5 and minus 115. If you wanted to take spots like this, that when you have 2 of just the worst, most trash teams, if you wanted to take a spot with the plus money side, I wouldn't be mad at you. I did this in baseball a lot. But for basketball, the way the Hornets can shoot, even without LaMelo, they have so many shooters. Their defense just sucks, but the Wizards can't score or shoot. So like, Does it matter that their defense? The only thing that kills the Hornets is their defense. But you're versus a team now who is like so awful and they can't score anyways, and they have terrible defense. So the Wizards are just bad all around. I think the Hornets might blow them out, so I ended up going with the Hornets at -3.5. Next, Nets and the Raptors. Guys, I'm on the Nets money line straight up. The Nets are a better team. Doesn't make any sense to me. Don't care who's hurt, who's playing. Don't care at all. The Nets are a much better team than the Raptors. The Raptors, I have no faith in. I don't believe in them at all. I wouldn't be surprised if the Nets win by 5 or 10 points. So to get the money line at +145, it's +145, not 35. +145 for their money line. I'm all over it and I love it. Not much to talk about. Nets are a better team. It's simple. Bulls and the Celtics, guys. So the Bulls and the Celtics have played a couple times this recently, and the Bulls have not lost by more than, I think they lost by 11 once and by 9 once. And lately, the Bulls are playing really good. So I like the Bulls +14.5. And as you guys know, I don't lay this many points with the Celtics. I don't lay 14 plus points with anybody. But the Celtics, I've said it so many times this season. It's one of the things that's kept me sane is hitting these bets versus the Celtics. The other team to cover this big ass spreads. The Celtics are not a team to blow you out. I keep saying it. I'm going to continue to say it. They are a team to win every fucking game they play, but they are not a team to blow you out. They're going to win by 5, 10, but they're not going to win by 14.5. They've shown time and time again, they don't blow you out. Do they have some blowouts? Yes, there's always exceptions, but by far and large, they win by 5 or 10 points. They don't cover these big spreads. I'm on the Bulls +14.5. Bulls are scrappy anyways. Pelicans and the Rockets fade. I actually wanted to get to the Pelicans at +9.5 because they're healthy and man, they've been playing some decent ball. These Pelicans since becoming healthy, man, they look all right. I'm not even gonna hold them. Like they're kind of balling. But then they did just get beat by the Pacers and the Kings. So it's like, are they balling? But like what I should say is they are keeping games more competitive now that they're healthy, right? They're at least not getting beat by 20 or 30 by murder every game that they play. That said, the Rockets have looked excellent all year. They're one of the best teams in the league. They continue to perform and compete and beat good teams. I can't get there. It's a fade. Because me personally, I don't trust until Fred VanVleet figures things out. I'm not going to be betting the Rockets. It's that simple for me. I don't trust them when they have one of their main stars not hooping. But they continue to perform and play well. So kind of is what it is. But I'm just going to fade it. I don't like either side. Hawks and the Spurs again. Fade for me because these two, you couldn't find two more equal teams in skill or in play. These are the two most close teams in skill in the entire league. Hawks, Spurs. If you cannot tell me you can confidently pick a side on this game. And Hawks are +100, Spurs are -120. You're not getting good value either way. The spread's -1.5 or +1.5. This is too even to bet. Don't bet this. Fade it. Warriors and the Grizzlies. Full fade for me as well. I don't know who wins. It's really that simple. It would be easy to say, well, just take the Grizzlies -2.5, but historically, the Warriors do okay versus them, and a lot of the key positions on the Warriors are very good versus key positions on the Grizzlies, and offense versus defense wise. So I have to stay away from it. It's a fade. Clippers and the Mavs, guys. I'm taking a shot with the Clippers at +150. The Mavs are beat up. They got injuries everywhere. I believe Luka's out. Kyrie's hurt. Or Kyrie's questionable. Luka's out. Give me a second. Let me tell you guys everybody who's actually who's actually injured, so I can tell you guys why I'm getting to these Clippers before you guys call me crazy, because the Mavs are one of the best teams in the league. They're excellent. Brandon Williams is out. Jaden Hardy's out. Kyrie Irving's questionable day to day, but he's soft. He probably won't play. Luka Doncic is out. Guys, they're fucking battered to death. How can you bet them to cover a spread versus a Clippers team who is fucking balling? I mean, these Clippers ain't just hooping. They are hooping. They're balling right now. There is no planet where I back the Mavs tonight. Clippers on the money line, +150 with the upset. Playing some of the best ball they've played all season, and they've been balling all season, but right now they are balling, and the Mavs are injured and beat to death. No way they hang with these Clippers. I'm on the Clippers plus 150. Pacers and the Sun, full fade for me because the Suns continued. They at the beginning of the year, they are profitable for me. They've been struggling though, man. They just look very mid. And the Pacers, suddenly they're coming alive and they've been balling. And the Pacers players, a lot of them historically do very well versus Suns team. So I'm gonna stay away from it and fade. Knicks and the Timberwolves. Give me the Knicks money line plus 115. Call it what it is. These Knicks are fucking hooping. It's that simple. Zest King's going to have a big night. Jalen's going to have a big night. Mikal Bridges is going to have a big night. And I think these Timberwolves get outshot and out-defended, personally. So, Knicks money line plus 115. Let's take a shot at the plus money. Nuggets, Blazers. Give me the Nuggets minus 8.5. The Blazers are just fucking awful. They're so bad. They're so terrible. And they cannot handle good centers. Yeah, it's just, I think it's too easy for the Nuggets. One of the biggest, I don't like taking spreads this big typically. You know, I don't go above 10 or 11 ever, but 8.5 Nuggets and the Blazers, it's a no-brainer for me. And the Nuggets record should be better than it is. They had some key injuries that gave them some losses. I think the Nuggets should be maybe 17-7 on the season. The Trailblazers are 8-18, and they've got lucky a lot. They should probably be 5-21. I don't trust the Blazers at all. Nuggets should beat them easily. Give me the Nuggets minus 8.5. And then lastly, and this will probably be a controversial pick, but I'm on the Lakers at plus 155. This is a simple fact. This is, to me, they are just as even in skill as, say, the Hawks and the Spurs. But the Hawks were plus 100 and the Spurs were minus 120, so I couldn't pick a side. To me, this is completely even, just like the Hawks and the Spurs, but the Lakers are plus 155 and the Kings are minus 185. The Lakers are 14-12 on the season. The Kings are 13-14. I think the Lakers have played better ball. I have no trust or faith in the Kings whatsoever. And you're getting plus 155 on two completely even teams. So anytime, and I started doing this in baseball, if you guys remember, anytime you have a coin flip and one is plus money, you take the plus money. If someone came to you with a coin and said, hey, heads or tails, and if you win, I'll give you 60, and if I win, you give me 40. You gonna play? You would be a fool not to play that every time. So Lakers plus 155. I'm all over it. I like to play a lot. So that's my plays. I'll show you guys what I actually ended up locking in a couple parlays. So Thunder and Magic, I'm on KCP under 13.5, as you guys know. Hornets, I'm on minus 3.5, and then Jordan Poole under 27.5 points and assists. It's not PRA. I did just points and assists for him, guys. Sorry, I want to clear that up. I did points and assists, not PRA. Nets money line plus 140 on the plus money coin flip side, and then Ben Simmons under 23.5 points, rebounds, and assists. Give me the Bulls plus 14.5 on the Celtics. This too big of a spread. Fred VanVleet, Mr. I've disappeared all season. I don't know how my team is doing so good without me. Under 27.5 points, rebounds, and assists. Clippers and the Mavs. Clippers for the upset versus the injured and beat up Mavs at plus 150. Knicks and the Timberwolves. Knicks plus money 115, and Mikal Bridges over 21.5 PRA. If Mikal Bridges covers this, the Knicks win. Nuggets, Blazers. Nuggets minus 8.5. Blazers fucking suck. Nuggets are going to blow them out. Lakers and Kings, two completely even teams. Give me the plus money. Give me the plus money plus 155. And then Max Christie under 13.5 points, rebounds, and assists. Parlays. I'm on Buddy plus 2. Buddy for 2 assists and Andrew Nembhard for 6 assists at plus 653. I'm on Miles Bridges and Julian Champagne, 15 points. So 20 and 15 at plus 513. Then I'm on Mark Williams, 8 boards, and Caldwell Contavious Pope, KCP, 3 boards at plus 464. And I'm on Herbert Jones to hit 2 threes and Jeremy Shokan to hit a 3 at plus 451. That's all my plays today, guys. Let's get out here. Let's get a bag and let's crack these folks.